So you want to get your first pet reptile. In this video I'm going to go over why I believe that leopard geckos is the best first pet reptile for you. So this is Storm. Storm was my first ever pet reptile. This is a leopard gecko, and the reason I believe that leopard geckos are the best pet reptile is because of how simple it is to look after. All you'll need is a 3-foot viv, one side hot, one side cold. On the hot side you need to get a bulb or a heat mat with a thermostat. It is very important to have a thermostat because if you don't have one, it could set on fire. So this is a bulb with a dimming thermostat on, and it is around 92 degrees Fahrenheit. On the cold side you're looking for about 83 to 85. On the hot side you'll need a hot hide. So for the hot hide you could make your own hot hide like this out of just rocks that you found in the wild. You could use one of these, which is just a hide that you buy from your local reptile shop. Or you could use the standard Exoterra hide, and these are perfect for hot hides. This is obviously Lois' hide, and she absolutely loves it. So for the cold hide, you could use something like this. This is Patch's Castle. Why is it the wrong way? So this is Patch's Castle, which you could use, which is just a bog standard hide, somewhere for them to hide in. You could also use one of the Exoterra hides for the cold hide. That is not a problem. Or you could use one of these hides for the cold hide. You'll also, though, need a moist hide. A moist hide is a hide with some moss in. You could use paper towel. Just make sure it's very damp. This will benefit them through shedding, if they're laying eggs, if you do breed in the future. And it will just give them somewhere else to cool down. If you didn't know, geckos do something called thermoregulate. As we can cool ourselves down and make ourselves hotter, geckos can't, so they need to be able to move to the places to make them hotter and colder. Then you'll need 3 bowls. One bowl will be used for the calcium. It's very important you give geckos calcium. Just make sure if you have got a UVB strip in there, you do not give them the D3 calcium. But if you haven't got a UVB strip, not to worry, D3 calcium is the way you need to go. You'll also need a cold water bowl. So this is for the water. You'll also need one of these for the live food. That's if you're feeding them Mario worms, locusts, crickets, waxworms, mealworms. There's so many you can use. You want to vary the diet, which will allow the gecko to run around looking for its food, learn how to hunt, and have so much benefit through running around and looking for its food. So now you've got all the hides and bowls, the right heat. What you need next? You'll want loads of different tubes and stuff for them to go through, and different textures, rough surfaces, smooth surfaces. The reason they'll want rough surfaces is so they can rub against it to allow them to shed. I do also like putting in some fake or live plants. Live plants are always better. The fake plants, it'll just allow them to climb over, go under, and yeah, they'll benefit loads by having different textures. You could also put in loads of different pieces of cork bark to allow them to rub against once again, climb over. Yeah, these are just the most amazing pieces ever. You never can get 2 pieces of cork bark the same. You can get loads of different types. I've got loads. Every tank has got a piece of cork bark in. So the next thing that you'll need is some sort of substrate. You could use paper towel, or you could go for the more bioactive look. So as you can see in this tank, the substrate, which is the bedding on the bottom for new reptile beginners, that is a mixture of topsoil and play sand. Make sure you use organic topsoil. Mix it up. It's about a 40-60 mix, 60% being the topsoil, 40% being the play sand. You can also use jars like this, as you can see, for the moss, which that's a cheaper way to make a moist hide. And then you'll need to add some isopods. These are dairy cow isopods. they will run around and help you clean up after the gecko. They'll eat all the waste, all the dead crickets and locusts and whatever food you're feeding them on, and just help you clean up. You could even use the orange woodlice, which will do the same, or you could mix them up. I also have tropical grey woodlice, and you can use springtails, which are these minute little bugs that will go around cleaning up after your reptile. If you are going to go through the bioactive way, I do suggest you getting the whole tank set up. You stick your springtails or your woodlice or whatever isopods you're going to put in there, and you want to leave it to circulate for a good week. That will allow the springtails to find the hiding places, to be able to make the soil better. You can also plant live plants in the topsoil sand mix, which is absolutely amazing. This is my community invert tank, which is absolutely full of live plants. The only fake plant is this one here, but the rest of it is just full of live plants. And these are all reptile safe. I do suggest, if you are going to start off with reptiles and you do want to use live plants, get the live plants from your reptile shop so you know they are safe. Other than that, you're now ready to add in your leopard gecko. And I hope you enjoy. Thank you very much for watching. Go down below and give us a like. Check out all my other socials. Subscribe if you know. And comment what was your first pet reptile. In my description there's an amazing reptile rescue called Cheshire Reptile Rescue. If you are looking for a leopard gecko, just double check with him that he hasn't got any. He'll deliver, and it is helping another leopard gecko out rather than buying one from the pet shop. Hope you enjoyed.